right?
Yeah.
We are recording.
Oh, you said right.
Stop.
I got it on my angle. Yeah, I got it.
Fluffing out another bottle. Fluffing out another bottle. Fluffing out another bottle. Week 1's in the books, folks. How we doing? How you doing?
I'm all right.
You all right?
Yeah.
I'm doing all right. Connor, how are you? How are you, bud?
It looks like you and Todd Gurley got the same needs.
That's so fucked up.
Oh, man.
Golly.
Joe's team's running about as fast as he could right now, too.
A lot of injuries since the season has started. Never thought it would be two people who are fucking fantasy football players.
And Chet's got that brain damage he's been dealing with for about 6 years.
Simple Chet, that's what we call him.
Man, wouldn't it be crazy if he showed up for this episode?
That'd be nuts. If only we were so lucky.
You know.
If only we were so lucky. All right, so real quick, folks, let's get through some league news. We're gonna try to make this a quick episode because we have power rankings to do, and then we have our week 2 picks because, as we know, the next week starts tomorrow. So if we need to, I think eventually we may go 2 episodes a week, shorter videos.
No, but
I like it. I'm open to it.
I'm not.
Anyways,
You guys don't watch them as it is.
no, you don't.
Putting together
You
2
don't.
videos.
But I feel like they won't watch it at all if we just do one long ass fucking video. They're just going to know.
Well, dude, we're gonna keep this under 20 minutes, so let's.
We're gonna try.
Okay,
All right.
so
real quick,
league news trade. Me
league
and him.
news.
So
trade. Me
listen,
and Austin.
Let me.
I run the show.
Bro, let me
This
do
is
it.
my
Let me
fucking
do it a
show.
little bit.
This is
all
my
right.
fucking show.
So listen, I
No,
had
no,
T.J.
I have to talk-
Hawkinson. So it's T.J. Hawkinson for Brandon Cooks, right? So I had T.J. Hawkinson. For those of you who don't know, Detroit tight end had a really good first week, right?
8th overall pick.
8th overall pick in the NFL draft was
This
he?
past year, he's a rookie.
And so I drafted him like around 14, 15. He was on my bench. He exploded for like 19 points. So I already have Travis Kelce. So I needed a wide receiver. And Tony was looking to get this point to point. You know, I didn't know I was like a middleman for this trade, but he did my job. I got Brandon Cooks. So I think my part succeeded. Now Tony's going to go and continue with the second part of the trade. This was just a step. It was a thing. This whole thing.
So this is where my mastermindness comes out of, and so as you all know, I love to do trades. Love them. I do them every year, and I typically do a fair trade for the most part. So this was really just a 3-team trade. Austin gets T.J. Hawkinson.
No, Austin gets Brandon Cooks.
I'm sorry, Austin gets Brandon Cooks. I get T.J. Hawkinson, but then Connor comes into play. Connor's looking to trade one of his 3 stud running backs. He's got Todd Gurley, Zeke, and Josh Jacobs. Connor also doesn't have a fucking receiver. Luckily, I have a lot of receivers. I have Adam Thielen at the time. I had Brandon Cooks at the time. Josh Gordon, blah, blah, blah. I offered blah, blah, blah to Connor. Connor didn't want it. I said, you know what, Connor, how about this? What if I can get T.J. Hawkinson, Josh Gordon, and Carson Wentz and trade them to you? I'll get to it. And,
hey, bro, go for
and he goes, it's just not enough. I'm losing Josh Jacobs. I go, okay, fair. I get that. You're missing a big flex, like a good flex. Here is Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones had a rough week last week against the Bears, but stop it. But he's still RB1 for the Packers. He's still going to get a lot of touches.
He's still, even with a bad year, he'll be a top 15, 20 running back.
Absolutely. So it was, at the end of the day, I got shafted on it because I only got Josh Jacobs in the number 1 waiver wire order, which I'm kind of fine with.
Which essentially was?
Which was Marquise Brown.
Okay.
So essentially I traded Josh Jacobs. I'm sorry. I traded Carson Wentz, Aaron Jones, Josh Gordon, T.J. Hawkinson for Josh Jacobs and Marquise Brown. And actually I'm pretty happy with it because everyone on that I mentioned was on my bench except for Brandon Cooks and Aaron Jones. So, but I replaced Brandon Cooks with Tyler Boyd, who I still really like. He got 8 targets last week. So he's going to get a lot of play and a lot of volume. And then also I got Marquise Brown, who's a huge boom or bust kind of player, but with some consistency and
Tony
the way
likes
that
bust.
But with the way that the Ravens have been playing, yeah, and the way that the Ravens schedule is huge because Marquise can torch him. So enough about the trades. That's what happened. That's what's in the league. No one's really on the block.
How do you feel
for
like
me.
you did?
I think it's a huge gamble on my part. Huge gamble.
Well, speaking about on the block, if you guys have made it through 5 minutes of this video, Phillip Lindsay, Duke Johnson, and Golden Tate, all three on the block. Not big names. Kenny Stills, yeah, if you want him. I mean, I don't see why you would really want him.
Kareem Hunt.
We'll talk about Kareem Hunt. I don't know yet. But, yeah, those three on the block. You know, I'm not looking for something big. Just maybe another wide receiver or something. Just something. You know, let me know.
Also, timeout real quick. Tyreek Hill is out for 4 to 6 weeks, and somehow nobody picked up Mecole Hardman. Thank you, because I picked him up, and it was amazing. And that was another thing about my trade. I got rid of 3 roster spots that I used for players on waivers that will produce at some point this season. So
who should have picked
you guys?
who should have picked him up was Chet.
Chet definitely should have picked up Mecole Hardman. Someone
It would
out
have
of the
been
10 people should have picked up Mecole
It'd
Hardman.
be nice to know. Look Chet in the face and ask him why he didn't.
I don't know how.
I guess we can't.
But I guess we'll just go on to our next segment,
Which is drum roll.
Come on out, buddy. Come on out.
Fucked up the camera a little bit.
Yeah.
All right,
Get
we're
in the middle here.
gonna have to get in the middle. Here, I'll move over.
Look who it is.
What's up?
It's Chet.
Round of applause.
Come on,
We already
give us a flex.
Come on.
Gosh.
Yeah. About as strong as this lineup. Just as a heads up, we already made Chet's reservation for the Waffle House. So,
Hey,
Seriously,
no,
you're not
last time
lying.
I checked, it was the beer mile. So
No, it's actually
well, if you
the Waffle
watched,
House.
the
Waffle-
Are you not
videos,
watching the videos?
no, I looked at the polls.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fuck your wife.
Okay, let's relax there.
bro, fuck his mom. It's better.
Oh, she's hot, right?
Shut the fuck up.
Anyway, all right. So, Evan, welcome again.
We're gonna make this a quick interview, guys, because we have a lot to get to.
And he's busy.
He's
so
very busy.
busy guy, being a scientist and everything, and sticking in some poopers.
Seriously though, a lot of you don't know this, but Chet's a
Thanks.
very smart dude. Chet is a very smart guy.
Just not when it comes to fantasy football. So I want to talk to you about that, Evan. First week, I want a little reaction from how it went. You talk to us.
Oh, that sucked.
Oh.
Because I got the notification. Because I was really hopeful for Tyreek Hill. Because I remember his first game last year had a very big breakout. You know, first game he had 40 points, and this season, first quarter,
Boom.
hurt his shoulder, and now he's out for 4
not
to
his
6
shoulder.
weeks.
So just to go into a little bit more detail, how severe his injury is, it's so bad that they said that if he had gotten pushed any more, a bone in his collarbone would have gone into his esophagus and shit. So it's actually, that's why it's a week-to-week thing, they say, but in reality it'll take 4 to 6 weeks to heal. So pretty serious injury, honestly.
Could have been worse though. Could have been worse.
everything
And
could
then,
have been worse,
I mean, you had Tevin Coleman, correct?
Who also got injured.
Yeah. And did you start him?
Yep.
That was a mistake. And then with literally the craziest move I've seen all week, T.Y. Hilton. You care to shed some light on what you did with T.Y. Hilton?
Play him and hope he does just as well as last week.
No, what did you do with him week 1 is what I was asking.
Oh, benched him.
He benched him. Was it his fault? No. I think he had some advice from someone who doesn't know shit about fantasy football either.
Fucking jackasses. Who the fuck would tell you that?
So,
Yeah, I wonder who. Tony.
so who did you start ahead of T.Y. Hilton?
Tyler Lockett, Cooper Cup,
Wow.
right?
No.
No.
Yeah, he started Cooper
No,
Cup.
he didn't.
Who was the other wide receiver then?
Yeah, he started
He didn't
Cooper
start
Cup.
Cooper.
No, it was Tyreek Hill. It was Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill, and
Cooper
Tyler
Cup,
Lockett.
Tyler Lockett,
And then
Tevin
his
Coleman,
flex
Oh,
was
Kevin Coleman, that's
Tevin
right.
Coleman.
Who are your 2 running backs?
Derrick Henry, and Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon.
Oh, they played well.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So, do you have all right, so we play how many weeks in the regular season? 14?
14, I believe.
Give me your record.
13.
14, I thought it was. We played the playoffs week 15 to 16, no? Or no, we
No,
played
14, 15 is
All right,
playoffs, so
13
13.
games. Give me your record. Give me it.
6 and 7.
Playoffs?
Whoa. Have some more pride.
Do you make the playoffs?
Is there a wild card?
No, there's 4
Then
teams.
I do not.
Do we flip a coin to see who makes the playoffs?
Do you think you'll be last?
No, I don't think
Give me a
I'll be
prediction
last.
who's going to be last. Give me a name. I know you've looked at the rosters. Give me someone whose team is not going to be good.
Tom.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay, that's fair.
Or
John.
Jamie.
Or Jamie, okay.
Wow.
Not a bad bottom 3. I don't hate
Shots fired.
it. Tom.
Shots fired.
It's coming at you, buddy.
So
gonna
real
sink your
quick,
teeth
do
in
you
here.
think that are you gonna make any changes or are you just gonna stick with your lineup? Like, do you plan on putting anyone on the trading block?
Because if you do, now's your chance right now.
Right now is a good chance, and I'll tell you why. Derrick Henry, he balled out this week, but I do not think he's gonna ball out consistently.
Upgrade that position.
I don't know if I agree with that. I think Derrick Henry has the potential, maybe not to do as well as he did. Like 27 points is a lot of points. Maybe
A lot of points.
Don't think he's gonna do that, but I think he's consistently going to be above 10 or
So right
close
now,
to 15.
I'll offer you Alvin Kamara for Le'Veon Bell and Derrick Henry.
No.
Oh, you see that, folks?
And now, we're gonna call Waffle House. We're gonna call Waffle House.
That's a shame. You hate to see that. You hate to see that.
And,
So, Evan, if you got a minute, which I know you do, you're going to do the power rankings right now. So we want you to stay around. You know,
Okay.
let's get our opinion on this. We can talk about it for a little bit. See where we're going with this. Here, pull up a chair. Tony, move over just a little bit. We'll rotate this puppy.
I got it right here.
He's got one. Perfect. All right, good. We're all in here. All right, so we start with. So Tony and I did these power rankings together. We created 2 separate lists, and then we just talked about where we're supposed to put people.
We've come to an agreement. It took us over 2 hours.
Yeah, so appreciate
Put a lot
what
of
we put
time,
the effort
okay?
in here, guys. Like, this was not biased at all. We were very critical, especially of our own teams.
Yep.
So it's based off, obviously, our talent on our team, the trades that were made recently,
Yep.
and slight part of it is just based off last week's performance, but since it's such a little body of work, we didn't put that much thought into it. 4 or 5 weeks down the road from now, we can look during the season and be like, this person's 1-4. Then people start to move based off record. But right now, it's only 1 game. Some teams just underperformed as far as we're concerned. So that's what we went into thought about it. So we start with number 10, and it was pretty unanimous on both our ends, and I see him laughing already. It's Chet. So, Evan, would you rank yourself last based off of week 1?
No, because Connor scored 65 points.
Fair, but
Good point.
not a bad point at all. And Connor's not going to be happy with where he is. But
No, he's not
Connor
gonna
did
be
make some trades to improve his team, and you lost your best player, arguably, for a couple weeks.
Oh yeah, for sure. What running backs does Connor have now?
Zeke,
though?
Todd
Zeke,
Gurley,
Todd Gurley,
Aaron
and
Jones.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was like, okay.
Okay.
And Mike Williams. This just in, breaking news. All
right, what? Bro, we got a time limit on this shit.
Breaking news. Mike Williams is week to week with a sore knee.
Fuck.
So that's another player on Connor's roster. Not going to be used as a receiver. So
Yeah, that's tough.
so right now his
So-
starting receivers are Stephon Diggs and Josh Gordon.
So not great. Very, very shaky.
Boom or bust. They're both boom or bust.
He could put up
They're
40
both boom or
points with
bust.
those two.
That's
He
right.
could put up 12 points with those two. Like,
Exactly. So that's another big consideration in his power rankings. So we'll go on to number 9, which was also unanimous.
Easy pick, Joe. Joe team is bad.
Number 9.
It is not good.
For our former champ to have that shit of a fucking team is
Drop the ball.
goddamn disgrace.
You dropped the ball.
Disgrace.
Someone say you twisted your ankle.
Disgraceful.
Yikes.
Good Lord.
Come on.
How can you be that bad at fantasy football?
Yeah. I like the Michael Thomas pick. He's great. He's a top 5 wide receiver
Yeah.
fantasy wise. I don't know how I feel about Juju, and that
Don't
was
like him.
Was that a 2nd round pick or a 3rd round pick? Doesn't even matter.
Second.
Even worse, that was not a 2nd round guy. I said that, and I'm a Steeler fan. I said that from the beginning. He's not a top guy like that. You got him 5th round, awesome pick. You get him 2nd round, you fucked up. So I don't like his team. His running backs are god awful. They're
shit.
gonna be awful all
shit.
year. Leonard Fournette,
Dog shit.
bum. David Montgomery, bum. And the reason I don't think both of them are just bums based off their talent. They don't have a quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Right. They
don't.
don't have quarterbacks. They don't have teams around them that put the ball in the air to help them out. They are totally run-heavy teams with mediocre below-average quarterbacks. Absolutely, below-average quarterbacks. So Joe's team is fucked. Joe has to make a move. He's going to have to sign some guys on the waiver wire and make big moves because Joe's team is headed south.
Real quick, let me just preface this with, I also offered him a lot of trades and a lot of really good trades
For David Montgomery,
for
especially.
David Montgomery because honestly, a part of me still believes that David Montgomery could be good. David Montgomery could be good. He had a rough game. He didn't get nearly as many touches that we were promised from the Bears.
Yeah.
So I mean, in the
But
future,
their offense is going to look like that, I feel like, a lot of this season. So
when I did watch him in training camp, though, like his video, like he looked really good against the Bears. So I don't know. I think he could be good better.
Care to comment about Joe's team after hearing his roster? What are you thinking?
Well, I mean, like Tony said, I mean, they already promised David Montgomery a lot more touches. And Mitch Trubisky was predicted to be a very good quarterback last season. And I still think that could happen still. He just got to shake a few cobwebs out, maybe.
All right.
The only bright spot of the Bears offense, Allen Robinson. That's it.
Evan's got some faith in him, though.
Allen Robinson's the only bright spot in that Bears
Evan's
offense.
got some faith
right
in Joe's
now.
team. We go to
Actually,
8.
Could be.
Go to 8. I'm sorry, I had you higher.
is-
Jamie. Now, Jamie, listen, I know you put up 128 points. I know your nipples got hard. I get it.
Boobs, boobs,
But
boobs.
I know you made out with Evan. But your team's not that good. It's just not. It's kind of a fluke.
No.
Whoa, let's keep it fantasy football related. Let's keep it fantasy football related.
And I'll be going.
All right, thank you, Chad.
All right, thank you, Evan.
Thanks for coming, buddy. It's been fun.
Hey,
It's been
you're
good.
the best. You're the
Yeah,
best.
yeah.
All right, as we move back in here.
All right, 8, Jamie.
You had a really good week, and if you
Yeah.
continue to produce like this, which I think you have a chance to, with Tyreek Hill being out and you having Sammy Watkins, you can move up. But the fact that fucking Sammy Watkins at 38 points will not happen again. It will not happen.
It could, but
I stake my position on this show
stop it.
that it won't happen again.
All right, so listen.
Besides that, I mean, your team's not great.
My big point as to why I said Jamie was this low as well. I mean 8 was after. We should tell everyone that we actually had 4 people.
5 through 8, the spots we're getting
We
to right
broke it
now.
down
we
by
broke
position.
by position because we couldn't agree or really decide in general who was supposed to go where.
And
it
now
was
it's fair.
really tough.
It's fair.
And so we looked at it from top to bottom, and we just had to go with the fact that Jamie's team in the future is the
I
weakest.
forgot to put on. Oh, sorry. Let's put on these. Sorry, folks. I know you guys like to hear this.
I feel like we really don't need it. I
Oh,
feel
wait.
like we're kind of
No,
rolling.
not for power rankings. It's for picks. This is for
Yeah,
picks.
yeah, that's
You'll get it for picks. Sorry, guys.
Jesus. So essentially, that's what we got on Jamie's team.
Yeah.
Let's keep it moving.
Sorry, guys.
At 7, Connor. Team looks okay. Todd Gurley does not look as good as everyone thought Todd Gurley was going to look. Cam Newton, although you got rid of him, right? He got Carson Wentz.
He dropped Cam Newton.
That's a big move. That's a
Yeah.
big move. But Carson Wentz will be good. I think
Yeah.
it's the right call because Cam Newton's not going to be great this year.
Stop it.
Zeke will be fine. I don't love his wide receivers. That's what might hurt him.
Boom or bust. They're both
Exactly.
boom or bust.
The flex, again, a little inconsistent.
Yep.
We're going to see how well he plays. And then also a tight end, a little inconsistent as well. T.J. Hawkinson had a great first week,
Yep.
but you're kind of banking that he had a great first week against the Arizona Cardinals. So,
Now listen, T.J. Hawkinson could be the George Kittle of this year.
Sure.
He really could be, but
100%.
we just we just got to see a little bit more.
exactly. One week,
Connor,
might jump the
I'll
gun.
say one thing that just sums up Connor's team. He probably has the most potential out of any team in this league.
I would say so.
His team could be like if Josh Gordon gets consistent. If Stephon Diggs ends up
If
becoming
the Vikings
Stephon
play
Diggs,
like they did week
Exactly.
1, he'll be fine.
Exactly. So he could end up being he could end up going to the championship. He has a championship roster caliber. If
He does. And there's not many teams I'd say that about.
Right.
The 3 teams we just named, no championship potential.
No.
Unless everyone else's team dies, then Joe could make it.
All right, let's keep going.
6, Tony.
What up?
We talked about it for a while. We moved him around. His team isn't great. There's some spots that lack. There's some potential. Again, Tony, big potential guy. but there's some spots right now that are iffy. He did pick up Josh Jacobs. I thought that was big.
Yep.
I didn't like Adam Jones. I love Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones. What did I say?
You said Pac-Man Jones, Adam Jones.
I said Adam Jones. Whatever. Same hair.
Oh, that's a cool shirt.
He wore it the whole time.
Hosier.
Hosier.
Quick, Evan, you play real quick before
He's
Evan
gay,
leaves. He's gonna go get some.
No,
He's gay.
he's not.
No, he's
I
not.
thought he's gay. He talks about the going to church.
No.
Hey, that's just a video,
they
bro.
did an interview.
All right, hey, bro, this is TV time. Evan, real quick,
What's up?
I thought he was gay the whole time.
You play Tony this week. Give me a score.
Tony, 102.
Wow,
Oh,
Tony
yeah.
102.
No, you-
Myself. 69. No. I don't know. I mean,
Come on.
If I beat him, it's gonna be just by a small margin. But
So?
I'm gonna put myself at like the high 90s, like 95, 96.
95, 96. So he's got Tony 102, 95, 96. Okay, thank you, Evan. Okay, next. So yeah, Tony's team has some potential. It's just iffy.
Yeah, I think I have 3 of the top 15 backs in the league. I think Adam Thielen can if he can stay consistent.
Yeah.
And then I think if Marquise Brown is that's
You have Lamar Jackson, right?
I have Lamar.
That's big. If
Lamar,
he plays
dude.
like he did week 1, Tony's
You're
going to be
looking
an
at a top
issue.
3 quarterback.
Tony's
bro.
going to be an issue.
Yep.
5, we got Hugh. I had Hugh higher. I really like Hugh's team. Tony doesn't. So we kind of met in the middle. I love. He's got Patrick Mahomes, so he has undeniably top quarterback.
Yep. Chris Carson,
solid back.
I like Chris Carson.
He doesn't like Sony Michel or Damian Williams.
Hate Sony Michel.
I wasn't impressed by Sony Michel. I still like him though. He'll still be okay.
Hate Damian Williams. He splits carries with
He
LaShawn.
also has Elshon Jeffrey on his bench though, and he didn't play him. That's going to be a bigger.
Who are his receivers again?
Devontae Adams, OBJ, Alshon Jeffrey. Those are his big 3. He's got the 3, and I think
So
he's got a
pretty
good
much
tight end too.
What
I
he's
think he's got
banking,
Ertz.
what he's banking on is Devontae Adams and OBJ. Because if he doesn't have if Devontae Adams and OBJ don't have a good game, he loses.
Yeah.
That's pretty much
They're
it.
rarely going to both have bad games. So Hugh's going to be.
Look what happened last week.
Hugh could beat anyone in any given week, and he could also lose to anyone.
But look at this: the Packers. If you pass rush Aaron Rodgers, he's done. It's done. If you pass rush fucking Freddie Kitchens' offense looks like dog shit. By the way,
we'll see. We'll see.
So,
Week 1, we'll see. But
that's why I don't like Hugh's
so
team.
Hugh's team, I like it. We're going to see. Hugh's team, big. If for yes or yay or nay.
Keep it going.
4, Danny. I
Where's Danny?
do not like Danny's team that much. I had her lower. Tony had her higher. Figures.
I don't care. Don't care.
So anyway, though, her team played really well. Christian McCaffrey's gonna be really good.
I'll be the first one to admit that I was.
I really like Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, just fucking interrupt me, bro.
Well, I was just
keep
finishing
on
my thought.
fucking
I really like
interrupting me,
Deshaun
bro.
Watson. I'm not a huge Mark Ingram fan, but he'll be good. And then her wide receivers are, ugh. That's what I don't like. I don't love her bench. Who's her tight end?
Kittle,
And who's her flex?
James White.
Yeah. So I don't like her 2 wide receivers in the flex. Her obviously tight end's going to be good. So there's too many holes, I think, for her to be really good. But she's going to beat a couple teams because Christian McCaffrey and Deshaun Watson are good, and they're really good in fantasy.
Yep.
So, have anything to add real quick?
Yeah, I'll just say I'll be the first one to admit when I was wrong, and I was definitely wrong about Mark Ingram. He only got 14 touches last week. He ran for 107 yards and 2 fucking touchdowns.
He'll have more touches this week. I don't know if he'll produce more, though.
That's fair, because you know what? They use him in the red zone all the time, and that's all you can ask for, is you want him to be that first to third down back. That's when they put in Justice Hill. As a Raven fan, I know this shit. And then in red zone, they put Mark Ingram in, and he just pounds the ball.
The one thing about Mark Ingram that I know you'll agree with is he'll go as far as Lamar Jackson takes his team.
Yep.
He's going to benefit extremely well if Lamar Jackson can throw the fucking
Big
ball.
time.
Because if he's 5 for 18 passing, Mark Ingram's got 26 yards on the ground total. They're going to be that team.
Right, because the whole offense is based around Lamar. So if Lamar does suck at passing, they're going to end up drawing up plays where Lamar runs, and Lamar's great in space. So Mark Ingram does benefit from Lamar.
All right, 3 is me. I think I have the best starting lineup in the league.
Yep.
Not maybe whole roster. I don't think my bench is loaded. But from top to bottom, I think my roster's the best. I scored 85 points. I had a bad week. Not one of my players had a touchdown. So let's just put that in perspective. 2 guys score a touchdown. I'm at fucking almost 100 points. I'm at 97 points. So, and my team just got better. I think that's why we moved me up. I think I was a little lower before I got Brandon Cooks. So now my 2 wide receivers are Jarvis Landry and Brandon Cooks. Very viable options. Obviously, I have 2 of the top 5 running backs in the league, fantasy-wise. I have Russell Wilson's solid. Travis Kelce's the best tight end in football. And then my flex it can fluctuate. I got Duke Johnson. I'm gonna have Golden Tate in there a couple times. Philip Lindsay will play. Kareem Hunt when he comes back. So I have a couple options at the flex where my team is really good, starting wise. There could be some bumps in the road, which Tony will, I'm sure, critique.
Yep.
But top to bottom, I like it.
I'm looking at this roster again, and I'm not liking it. No, I mean, obviously you have the 2 best backs, well, 2 of the probably about top 3 best backs in the league. Then you have Travis Kelce, but he'll be good as long as Tyreek Hill is out. Travis Kelce's gonna ball the fuck out.
Yeah, he's gonna be big.
Brandon Cooks, I do like. Again, the volume could change.
Not a big Jarvis Landry guy. Had a lot of targets.
Jarvis Landry had a lot of targets. I was a little bit wrong on that, but at the same time, I do think that the Browns are gonna have to change their offense a little bit.
Okay,
they're gonna have to adjust.
And so, what don't you like?
I don't like it because I still don't like Jarvis Landry as a wide receiver too. I think he's more of a flex. I still think you're missing a receiver, and I think you're missing a flex.
But the receiver could be the flex.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways,
but it got better.
It got better. But I mean, your 2 running backs are going to carry the team like it will, and you shouldn't trade them. And if you do, call me. So, all right, number 2, we have Tom. Tom. Fuck you, Tom. By the way, fuck you,
Tom. I actually got something for you in this video.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Whoops. Got one too.
Yeah, I got one too.
Bitch.
Let's intertwine them. Fuck you, Tom.
Fuck you.
Anyway, Tom, you played well. I was wrong, and I'm willing to admit that. I don't know what's going on with Antonio Brown, which could hurt you a little bit, but you already played without him.
Oh, motherfucker.
What?
This dude's benching Joe Mixon.
Why?
I don't know. Tom, why are you benching Joe Mixon, bro?
He's going to play.
They said he's going to play.
Who's the guy he's starting instead?
He's Carlos Hyde.
And Latavius Murray.
I do like Latavius Murray. But what are you doing, bro? You have a great roster. Yeah. Chris Godwin, Larry Fitz balled out. Kenny Golladay did well.
Tom is going to be – I feel like Tom's going to be a consistent player. I still don't think Tom makes the playoffs. But for right now, Tom did have a very impressive team without Antonio Brown playing.
I think he makes the playoffs.
But anyways, I don't – but that's okay. We can – we'll get there.
That leaves number 1. Randall.
Randy. Again, I was wrong, and your team looked really good.
Yep.
If I could see his roster one more time.
Who had that?
Queen.
Yeah.
I don't know about Dak Prescott,
Dak, baby.
but David Johnson, Kerryon Johnson, Julio Jones, Robert Woods, Evan Ingram looked great. I love Marlon Mack.
Looked great.
The Ravens defense is going to be good for at least 8 more weeks, and Will Lutz might be the best kicker. His bench is a little weak. It's a little weak right around there.
Yeah.
But overall, your starting lineup was great, Randy, and it kicked ass.
Yeah.
And so we really couldn't deny that. I couldn't deny that.
Yep.
How many points did he put up? Almost 140?
140-something.
Over 140.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, until he doesn't produce, we can't move him out of that spot. So yeah, that's our rankings for this week.
All right, real quick. Let's just real quick go through the ESPN rankings. If you guys don't look at them,
so
they're on our league homepage. All right.
Yeah. So this is just what they project us to finish at the end of the year.
Yep.
So we're not going to comment on it. We're just going to go through.
We're just going to go through. So number 1, they have Austin. Number 2, they have Randy. Number 3, they have Tom. Number 4, they have Danny. So keep in mind,
we had those 4 spots.
We had those 4 people in the top 4
and
as well.
We did not look at their projections.
Yeah,
so we just kind of said
it was pretty good.
Accurate.
Pretty good on us. At the same time, I don't think they're very accurate, though. So
no.
Number 5, they have Connor. I think that's a fair spot. 6, they have Joe.
Too high.
7, they have Hugh.
Too low.
I agree. I agree that their 7 is good for him.
Oh.
8, they have Chet. He should be 10. 9, they have Jamie. And they have me last. Again, fine with it. Fine with it. Trust the process.
You gotta love
I'm changing
the
my team name again. Trust the process.
Love
All right.
Real
We're
quick.
going to get right into it.
Boom, picks.
Hold up.
Real bit of a recap. You can get started. I'm not gonna start with the picks. Yeah, a little bit of recap. If you did watch the last video, God, you did. Tony went 3-2 in his picks. I went 0-5. So I'm going to start taking these a little more serious now because it's official. So I want to get these
3 and
right
2,
this
baby.
week.
0-5.
I want to get these right.
Eat shit, and we have a bet at the end of the year, TBD.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. That's
We'll
fine with
figure
me.
it out. That's fine.
All right, so
We'll place a poll, and then you guys decide.
we're going to get right into it. I got week 1. Write it down. Week 1. Matchup 1. Tony, Chet. Tony projected 100.7. Chet is projected 94.6. I got Tony handily. I know Tyreek Hill's not playing for Evan. He's going to get hurt by that. Tony's team is going to be fine. I think he's going to be fine. The Ravens have a great matchup week 2 against the Cardinals, and he's got plenty of Ravens on his team. I think Tony wins soundly 107-86. Hey, care to make your prediction?
Yep.
Or do you want me to just keep going?
No,
Okay.
I got mine. So I got myself as well. Love my team right now, honestly. And I think if I start Marquise Brown, which I'm kind of on the fence about, I think I might start Mecole Hardman just because Tyreek Hill's out. But we'll see. It's going to be a game time decision there for me. But I got myself winning 110-84.
Boom. Next matchup, Tom, Joe. Good matchup. I like it. Based off what Tom did last week, I'm taking Joe.
Whoa!
I think Tom has a down week. I'm not sold on his team yet. I got Joe 93,
Whoa.
Tom 85.
Curveball.
Curveball.
You see that curveball?
Spin.
Huge curveball. What was it, 95 what?
93, 85.
Wow, Tom scores 85 points in that. I don't buy it. I got Tom winning this one. I got Tom winning because Joe's team is dog shit and because fuck Joe. Keep in mind, Joe, I don't care how good your team ends up getting, I'm always going to choose against you because fuck you. That's why, because you're a pussy.
Joe, I got you 2 weeks in a row, baby.
I
Come
got
on.
Tom going. I got Tom winning 100-75. Fuck you.
Wow.
Go ahead, buddy.
All right, Connor, Jamie. Connor, rough week last week is projected 101 points. Jamie's projected 96. Jamie coming off a hot week. Connor coming off kind of a bum week, but Connor's team is new. I don't want to say improved, it is new. So, based off Jamie's team, tough. I'm going to go Jamie 97, Connor 95. It's really close. But I like Jamie's team for a second week in a row because of Tyreek Hill's injury. I think Sammy Watkins plays well again.
This is just going to be great because you're going to go 1-4 because you're just going to get – the only one you're going to get right is me winning. The other ones you're probably going to get wrong because they're just green. I got Connor winning this one. His team is much more improved. I don't know what he's talking about. Aaron Jones is a downgrade from Josh Jacobs, but Josh Gordon is an upgrade from Mike Williams. Carson Wentz is an upgrade from Cam Newton.
Yes.
So I think his team is much better than he thinks. And I think Connor scores over 100 points. I got Connor winning 103, and I got Jamie going 94.
Okay, next matchup. Matchup of the week. Randy, Danny. Randy projected 100.1 points. Danny projected 101.2.
Woo!
As much as her boyfriend weighs. So, Randy. Love Randy's team. And that's how much Tony's left leg weighs. Randy, love your team. We're riding with you.
Whoa!
I'm putting it on the board.
Put it on the board.
I got Randy 108, Danny 92.5.
92. All right, I agree here. I think Randy's gonna take this one as well. But I think, you know what? I'm sorry, I'm backtracking. Let's rewind. All right, let's rewind. I actually think Danny's gonna win this one because I just remembered Mark Ingram is playing the Cardinals. Mark Ingram is gonna score 2 more touchdowns. Bold pick of the day. Mark Ingram scores 2 more fucking touchdowns. So I'm actually gonna go.
I heard
Danny
she's
here.
going to bench him for Jamal Charles, though.
If that happens, you're out of this league. I'm sorry. I think it's going to be very close, though.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be 102 to 101, very similar to what
I have.
ESPN has.
Oh, I didn't have it close. All right. Then last game, Monday night game. Hugh, 98.6, me 106. This is the last week I'm going to have faith in my team before I absolutely jump ship. I got me 124, Hugh 100.
Wow.
My team steps.
124.
Saquon's gonna have a better week. Kamara has a better week. Cook steps up. I think my team comes alive this week, and I think I put the league on notice. 124, 100.
Put it on the board. All right.
Stop.
You know what? It's actually a little tough for me because the Saints are playing the Rams. So that's going to be a very tough game for Alvin Kamara.
How did Christian McCaffrey do against the Rams?
That's true, but Christian McCaffrey's a different back than Kamara.
They're kind of very similar.
They're similar in ways, but they're
But
very
McCaffrey gets
different.
more touches.
That's correct. So I'm actually going to go, is this going to be my upset? Is this going to be my upset?
Put it.
No, I think I'm going Austin. I don't think you score 124 points, though. I go Austin, and I think he's going to score 98. And I think Hugh is going to score 90.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. No, you're just not going to score that much. All right. So those are our picks. Real quick, game of the week. My game of the week is easily going to be Randy versus Danny.
Same. We've discussed
We
that.
have the same one.
Easy matchup.
Randy versus Danny is going to be the game
Bold
of the week.
upset of the week.
Bold upset of the week. If it were to happen, I wouldn't be surprised if Jamie beat Connor.
I have Jamie beat Connor.
He
That's
has
my
Jamie
upset
beat
of the
Connor.
week.
My upset of the week. I think it's a possibility. I think it's a bold possibility, but I think there's a good possibility.
She covers the spread, in my opinion.
Wow.
It's 5 points. She covers it.
All right, so you have that upset as well?
I think so.
All right.
Also, take Pittsburgh at home. To whatever points they're fucking given.
Do not take Pittsburgh at home because
Tony took Seattle thinking they were at home. Take
I
Pittsburgh.
did think they were at home.
Bounce back game.
That ended up.
And that's how we're going to do it.
Really?
We did
fucking-
not go in a short amount of
I
time.
told you we wouldn't. Let's keep going though, because I got to figure out what song. I forgot what song I was gonna do.
How
Yeah,
about
keep
something?
talking.
How about something by Lizzo? Anyway, watch the video, guys. We're gonna shoot in the group chat when the power rankings and the picks start, because I know that's really all you're interested in.
Oh, I remembered.
Fuck. I mean, besides that, I'm excited. Fantasy football's back. Oh, Thursday night game. Make sure you set your lineups next tomorrow.
Yes. Set
100%.
your lineups, please.
100%.
Playing tomorrow. Who's playing tomorrow?
Bucks Panthers. So Christian McCaffrey, people.
Buccaneers and
Mike
the
Evans.
Panthers.
Both. Danny's got 2 people that game. I have the Panthers defense.
It's going to be a good game. Most likely Panthers are going to win, but this is going to be a good showing to see if the Bucks can pull out and show if they have any fucking hope in this season with Bruce Arians at the helm. Alrighty, that's our show, guys. Thank you. I'll see you next week.